Hello, and welcome back to the Integration Society. My name is Dale, and I'm an immigrant. Tonight's episode is called Migrating to Finland, Advice You Can Use. The reason I chose that topic is I'm going to give you a very narrowly focused, kind of boiled down to brass tacks episode on the three major areas that every new immigrant is going to encounter and approach, and those are going to be housing, work, and language skills. And if you're ready to start your immigration journey to the happiest country on earth, Suomi, or as it is more commonly known, Finland, then I'm here to help you do that. And this information will be very useful for you. So stay focused and stay with me. Housing. Where you will live will be very important, possibly the most important decision you can make as a new immigrant, for many reasons. Choose your new home wisely. Big cities are better for many reasons. Big is a relative term, of course, but generally you should stick with the largest cities in Finland, at least while you get settled. Helsinki, Tampere, Turku, and Joensuu are good choices because they offer more employment opportunities, more educational opportunities, and more cultural options. And what this means is it'll just be easier to get things done that you want to get done. The smaller towns just don't have the depth and breadth of the experience that you will need to find as an immigrant, that you won't be able to develop. The work contacts, the programs that are offered will not be as good. Everything will be a lot more basic. You're going to find kind of a small town mentality in some places in Finland. A lot fewer people actually speak English, oddly enough, in the smaller towns. It's more like 40%, 50% instead of 60, 70, 80% like you will find in the larger cities. So if English is your only language, you're going to find a lot more people who speak it in the larger towns. So with that said, the first thing you're going to want to focus on, of course, is work. The Nationwide Employment Assistance Service here in Finland is called DE or DE. This agency is similar to what would be called an unemployment office in the US. And as far as actually helping folks find work, it's just about as equally effective, or ineffective, as I should say. Only 3% of immigrants actually find a job through TE. Think about that. It's a terrible number. Pretty much what that means is that any time you spend on the TE website looking for work is going to be wasted. If you're going to search online for work, your time would be better spent on Indeed or even LinkedIn. Most immigrants find work through networking with other immigrants and by actually banging on doors and making in real life contact with employers. It's just the Finnish way. This is why I emphasized in an earlier episode how important it is to not burn bridges with the people you meet, because, especially in smaller towns, everyone you know is a possible referral source to that good job you are looking for, and everyone knows everyone else and their business. I got my first job here by casually mentioning that I was looking for work to some guys at a pub. They said, "Hey, you should talk to that guy. His company is always looking for help." A week later, I was working. It was too easy. You can start building your network of contacts before you even arrive in Helsinki, and you probably should. Start by searching out friend groups on social media sites. Choose those that are relevant to you. There are several Americans in X City groups on Facebook, for example, and an Americans in Finland group. This same advice naturally follows when looking for a flat, for example, or a job. As I've said before, especially in the last episode, you must develop your Finnish language skills if you truly want to integrate into Finn society and eventually become a real Finn. You should start immediately using Duolingo and YouTube sources. Build your vocabulary, learn a few simple phrases, start building a list of common verbs, how to conjugate them in their basic forms. SuomenKurssi is the best one-stop source to do this that I have found. Although there are many, this channel is very well organized and comprehensive, although it is entirely in Finnish. Cat Chats Finnish and Her Finland are two more important resources for developing your language skills, and they will teach you using English. As an immigrant, you will be eligible for the integration program at some point, and this is something you would arrange through the TE office. Start emphasizing the importance of this program to your representative as soon as possible, as there are many immigrants wanting a spot, but few openings. This means there is a waiting list, and it's to your advantage to get on that list as soon as possible. Part of integration will be vocational training if you need it, and this will require having a minimum level of Finnish language skill, as such classes are largely taught in Finnish. This is another reason why larger cities are better for immigrants, because the integration programs there are larger, better funded, have better instructors, and more options, such as classes that require less Finnish. In any given city, there will be a few different schools that offer integration and language training. And just like there is the good Taco Bell in your town and the others, likewise, there will be a program that is better than the others. It will have better facilities, better instructors, and may even be known as being English friendly, as opposed to the opposite Finnish in Finnish instructional method that, despite being proven to be ineffective for native English speakers, is still imposed upon them. The point here is to ask around. Ask other immigrants which school is the good one. Ask by name. Visit the school or program if possible, and don't just accept whatever option you are first offered, unless it is the program you want, of course. Just as there is a wait to see the good heart surgeon, likewise the waiting list for the good language skills program will also be longer, because obviously everyone wants to go there. Don't rush this aspect of your integration. Make your wishes known and be prepared to wait for a spot there. You will be glad you did, because you want Finnish to be taught to you, not at you. Conclusions. Planning, and then some more planning is the key. The better prepared you are for the life-changing event of migrating to Finland, the better off you will be. It's just common sense. Do your homework. Make a written plan. Develop resources, connections, and networks of people who can help you before you get here. That's what the Fintegration Society is all about. Having a personal migration consultant is the best possible decision and investment you can make in your Finnish future. Contact me directly at fintegrationsociety@gmail.com with your questions or service requests. You can do everything yourself, as I did, but it will be difficult. Know your strengths and use professional help when and where you need it. Thanks for joining me here tonight at the Fintegration Society. Good luck in your immigration journey. I hope to one day say to you, Tervetuloa Suomeen. Welcome to Finland.